Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame and Cinnamon Sugar. Y'all don't mind my hair right now. I just got it braided up out my face. I ain't even dipped it or nothing. It's just braided up in the typical way that I do it to keep it up off of me. But anyway, y'all, tell me why I just wasted my gas coming over to my job, right? Y'all know I'm off this week. The supervisor in the new department told me that they were going to be posting several jobs for the job I was supposed to have already gotten and have trained for, right? I get up there and I should have already known that it was going to be some foolishness before I got inside the building, because on accident I left my set of keys that has my ID on it that allows me to get into the building. So I should have already known. So I had to go right back to the car. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Like, before I got there, I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute, I'm going to need to get inside. I only can get in one door. I can't get all the way inside of the building without buzzing somebody in, which there's no need for if I already work here. So I had to go back to my car and get my ID. So I went back to my car and got my ID. I'm still trying to be in good spirits about it, but like I said, it already started off wrong. So I should have known it was going to be some foolishness. Child, I didn't got inside. I could see from the distance before I even get up to the bulletin board where the jobs are posted that, there's a difference, because before there were just like 3 jobs up there. Like, they've been begging people to come upstairs where I work. Like, don't nobody have time. It's some foolishness. So I don't blame nobody. The people who are on the outside looking in don't want to apply or y'all won't hire them for whatever reason. And the people who are in there don't want to go up there. Like, it's like they looking like I would rather do anything but that, honey. Like, what is we doing? So anyway, child, I'm noticing from a distance that, there are significantly more jobs posted, and every week they take them down. So I'm like, all right, let me see. Let me go make sure I get the right number and everything. Like, I gotta prepare myself and everything. I'm like, I done brought a pen. I'm not gonna have to go up to nobody and ask them for no pen or nothing. Child, please. That was a waste of my time. So I done put the pen in my pocket for no reason. I done got up there, and it's basically saying that they have 2 positions where you train for the job that I should have already gotten, that they gave to somebody else, because they say they didn't get my application, which is a lie. I legit still have the copies of every application that I've ever put in my phone. I just went through it again today, and I went back even further when they kept on posting the job as if the job was open, but people were literally just switching shifts. Just say it was a shift. See, this is why all y'all cars wrecked out right now, whooping in front of somebody. It don't rain, like it's gonna rain all day today, y'all. This person just whooped in front of me, like, for no reason. And I'm like, y'all don't understand water and oil on this street? Oh, okay. But anyway, so yeah, y'all, it's a mess. They basically have, and they made a point. They said, we ain't gonna waste 2 pieces of paper like we normally do. We ain't gonna waste 2 pieces of paper, baby. What we gonna do is, we gonna say 2 positions are available under the same code, and what you're gonna do is, if you want to do it, you apply. But it's basically you applying and hoping that you get it so that you can train for it. So when you do train for this job, I don't even want to tell y'all the name of it, but anytime that is the particular, I guess I'm gonna say the particular title that they go up under, it just means that you're training to do that job, so that if somebody call out that's in that position, you are already trained for it. So if they need you, they'll pull you and put you in there for that position for that day. You'll clock in and get that pay if you put the right code in and all that stuff. Like, I'm just like, no, baby. I was informed that there was gonna be job bazaar, not me having to train to do a job. If I get this, like, if y'all accept this application and say, hey, we got you, y'all are only saying to me that y'all are gonna accept my application and say, hey, we want her, we gonna train her, so when we short staff, we can pull her to do this job. No, that's not what I'm finna do. Because that's what the side helper was supposed to do almost a year ago. She was supposed to have already done that for another job, and she hasn't done it. She's been trying to get over, because she's trying to do it on our shift, because if you do it on our shift, you get paid the most on our shift. If you do it on the shift that everybody else trains on, you get the least amount of money. So that's why she be trying to get over. So I was like, oh no, I can't do it because of my son. I got a child at the house. I can't do it. But somehow, if you get off at a certain time, or even if you somehow have to stay over, like that's what tripped me out. Like, if they need you to stay over, you're gonna stay, or you're gonna take occurrences that are gonna rack up, and then you're gonna eventually get fired, ma'am. Or if you get off at your normal time because you're not needed to stay over, you then somehow have enough time and have all the energy in the world to go lay up with somebody else's husband, but go off though. Anyway, y'all, but like I'm saying, I done basically went up here, not basically, I have gone up here and wasted my gas to go to my job just to make sure that I can say, hey, I put this application in. Y'all can't say I didn't do it this time. I legit still have all of the applications that I have put in prior, because anytime I submit any paperwork up in there, I take a picture of it. Before I ever had to submit any paperwork, people had kind of scared me into thinking that people will try your paperwork that you've submitted. They'll make it seem like you never even put it in. So I'm like, oh, you ain't gonna get me, I'm gonna take a picture. So that's what I've been doing, and that's what saved me in this instance from anybody possibly gathering the gall to say, oh, you're lying, you didn't put an application in. No, honey, yes I did. Anytime I put any paperwork in, I take a picture of it right before I walk it over to wherever it is supposed to be placed. I don't play that at all. Y'all, I'm going to get me some gas and things, and it's rush hour traffic. Like, that's another thing. It's raining today. It's rush hour traffic. I meant to leave around 9 or 10 because everybody on my shift should have already cleared out, but still. But it was raining, and I ain't gonna lie, I completely forgot about it because I was waiting on the supervisor to text me back. I texted him during the hours that he should have been at work, and he never said anything back because I just wanted to verify that it indeed was posted. I feel like that's the reason why he didn't respond, because it's like you done made all these promises. Oh no, these people are leaving, we got these jobs opening up, but y'all just sat up here and gave my job to a raggedy heifer who don't even want to come to work. And every time a job becomes open, y'all throw it to her. What for? And she lazy. Everybody who done said anything about this heifer in any capacity ain't never said nothing positive about her. But every time I look up, y'all slinging a job her way. Oh, okay then. All I know is I'm sick and tired of being upstairs with the side heifer. They already are about to start screwing me, and I'm making a point to say me, because the last meeting that we had, they said, hey, what we're going to do is we're going to have it where, starting from seniority on down, you get to choose your departments. Everybody else, outside of the last couple of classes of people who came in, they had to pretty much, deal with whatever department was given to them. And I just so happened to love the department that I was in before the new department even came about. But the way they got it now is you're going to get to choose between my home department and the new department. That being combined, you're going to be placed in one of those departments, or you're going to be placed in the side heifer's current department or the most hated department. You're going to be placed in one of those two departments. Worst case scenario is, even if you're in those departments, even if you get the department that you want, they have the right to say, we need you somewhere else and you're too low on the rotation list, so we're going to put you where you don't want to be. Like, so it's kind of still like how it was before. So I'm like, child, there really is no reason for y'all to sit up here and set it off like this. So y'all excuse my posture. I'm just I really just sat up here and got ready and everything. I'm just like, let me go ahead and do this, do that, whatever. They'll set it off for no reason. And I'm just like, child, see, this is why. So if they see me within the next 6 months going somewhere else, don't cry for me, Argentina. You better cry for yourself, because I'm tired. Like, we need the most help, and I'm just like, it don't make no sense. We have at least 13 to 15 of us upstairs right now on my shift. That's more than enough people. Somehow that still is not enough. As I've already told y'all before, there have been times that I'm looking like, oh, I should be good to not have to work this weekend. Lies. What are you doing? The light was red before you got there, after you got there, and after you went through it. I don't be just don't be understanding these people. And then people gonna try to come at me, try to chop my head off when I read these Virginians who don't know how to drive or park. Like, y'all, listen. I'm sorry I have to take a detour because these people stay trying me. So I've noticed that a lot of people here that literally were born and raised here do not know how to park a vehicle in a normal parking spot. Forget parallel parking. They don't know how to park in a normal parking spot, and I am confused. I really don't understand what is going on. I'm so confused by it. And it is very baffling to me. Like, I don't get it. It's so dumb. It's like, what is wrong with y'all? Are y'all okay? Baby, is you all right? I really don't get it. So, I see you, honey. So, y'all, I'm about to go up in here and get me something I don't need, but I'm gonna get it anyway. That's what I'm finna do. I'm finna go up in this good old club, the good club place, to get some things. Ooh, child, why is everybody out here? What is today? Oh, it's Friday. I was like, why everybody out here like this? Despite the fact that it's rush hour traffic, but it's still daytime. Like, normal. That's why I like to do things super early in the morning. This is a random, up close, right here parking spot. I don't understand it. It's very random. That's what I'm finna do. I'm finna go right here. Oh no, it's a you know what? No, because everybody and their mama trying to go right there. But I just don't understand why so many people who are from here do not know how to park in a normal parking space. So every now and again, like several times a year, I will post a video showing that these people don't know how to drive. Then people will get mad at me. And I'm like, how you gonna get mad at me that these people don't know how to drive? I'm just documenting the stupidity that I'm looking at. That ain't got nothing to do with me though, baby. Don't get mad at me. Project Pat said, don't you get mad at me. Just saying. How you gonna get mad at me? So anyway, but yeah, y'all, I'm just like, what is going on? I'm just like, what is going on, honey? What is going on here? I'm so confused. Like, it'll be the biggest parking spot that you could have possibly seen, and they will have the smallest car. They'll have a Leaf. What is that, a Nissan Leaf? Whatever that little bitty $5,000 car is. I'm being facetious a little bit by saying it's $5,000, but it don't cost that much. It's like maybe $9,000. And they can't whoop into that. I'd be so confused. But I'd be to sat up here and backed into my parking space or pulled fine into mine. And as much as I hate parallel parking, especially given the fact that when I did my driving test, that was not a requirement for us during the time that I took my test. Back in the day when my mama had to take her test, even though she took hers later in life, that's why she used to fail hers. She failed hers like 3-4 times because she legit had a reason, because they really did have to parallel park back in the day. So she just gave up on it, and then she came back in like the 90s, I guess, and learned how to, do it again, do everything she needed to do. Like, she knew how to drive, but it was like there's no need to even really learn like that. But she was like, oh, let me do what I'm gonna do. My husband got me a car, so I might as well, or my husband gonna get me a car. So she did what she did. And so, she has her license. She doesn't drive anymore, but I'm just saying, she had a reason. Back in the day, they had it where a lot of people were parallel parking in a lot of spaces. Before I started driving, most places I went to, you were not parallel parking like that. Like, the only time I really saw parallel parking spaces was downtown, and I don't really even see them like that, like now. Even when I went to visit home, I had gone downtown. I had like gone various places in the city, and downtown was the only place I really saw parallel parking. And yeah, it just wasn't something that we had to do like that. So, oh child, making my head itching. My head ain't even itching. Y'all, I'm sorry. Like, you would think I didn't just thoroughly scrub my scalp and everything. Like, my hair is washed. My hair is washed. The braids are fresh. And I'm annoyed. I don't know, y'all. And I mean, some people might try to argue that sometimes when I take these videos, it's parking spaces that are handicapped. I'm like, baby, I done showed you handicapped spaces. I done showed you other spaces that weren't handicapped. All of that, and they still can't park. But me, as somebody who did not have to do the parallel parking as a part of my test requirements, I even know how to do that when I need to do that now. I first learned how to do that when I had my long, big Crown Victoria. So I'm just like, come on now. So yeah, it's just, I'm sorry, these people just always irking my soul. I'm like, y'all can't park in the space to save your life. Be having the smallest car and can't park. You want to park up on somebody, then get mad. Like me. Okay, so like yesterday, I had parked somewhere, right? I saw how small of a space it was, but because I know this car is smaller, more compact than my Crown Vic is, I know I can park just fine, still be able to get out, and I'm still within the lines properly, right? So somebody gonna look at me sideways when I went in the store. Like, for what? Ain't no reason for you to look at me when I parked the way I was supposed to park. You almost finna be over the line. You better go talk to yourself. You need to go have a come to Jesus moment with yourself. Thank you very much in advance. Anyway, y'all. So back to the topic at hand. All I'm trying to say is, what was the reason for you lying, trying to make it seem like a job was going to be open back there? Like, I mean, this man been setting it off. Other people have been informed that, oh, we're going to have these job openings. That's not a job opening. That is you recruiting people to train them to do a job, so that if any of y'all who work this particular job, who are on payroll as that being your title, is out for vacation or for whatever reason, y'all have the right to pull us and say, hey, we need them. We're going to short y'all for their normal department that they're working in because we need them back here. That's what that means. And I'm not applying for it. I'm just not. So anyway, y'all, I'm sorry. Yes, I am upset. I am upset because they made it seem like there were jobs opening. That is not a job. I'm fully aware of what that means, and it's not a job. So what I applied for prior to this were jobs because other people have gotten them. Half the people that they gave these jobs for are trash. So I'm like, oh, y'all excuse me. I know I look toe down to the ground. The people still be doing the most. So I guess since, that kind of reminded me looking so like ghostly, looking so bedraggled. My bad. Excuse me, y'all. So, I was making a video of it, but let me tell y'all what happened before I go in the store. So, maybe 2 nights ago now, in the like around 10 p.m., I'm awaking out of my sleep in the living room because I have to set up shop in the living room to sleep now because there's no way I'm going to be able to sleep in a bedroom. Because all of them are next to where that generator is loud as it don't make no sense being loud. It's that loud. Since that's right there and it disturbs everybody's peace. So I'm awaking out of my sleep because I'm hearing sirens. And so since I fell asleep, it was dark. That particular day, I didn't have my lights or anything on because if I wasn't like doing my hair or whatever, I had turned all the lights off. I didn't have a lamp or nothing on. Like I didn't have the living room lamp on, none of that. So I'm waking out of my sleep to sirens and I'm like, what is going on? Then I'm opening my eyes, I'm hearing the sirens, and I'm seeing the lights reflecting in my apartment. Even though everything is closed, all my curtains and things are closed, it's still coming through. I'm looking like, what in the world? So I'll go peek out the window. The captain over the fire department his truck is like in front of this person's house that's across the street, like diagonal across the street. Because of where we are, because of that time of night, all of us were at home. So there was nowhere for them to park. So all the fire department was there. He came in his truck. They came with the fire trucks. All of this. Guess why? Because your buddies next door had the generator going, and apparently some fire was coming up out of it. Now, keep in mind, see, I've made videos, but I'm not sure if I posted them or not. But this is what I've been doing. For the last 5-6 days, I've been calling the city to complain because I literally cannot go to sleep. I already got to deal with Dummy and her children above me who don't know how to go nowhere and sit down. I already got to deal with them. So it was just 10 times worse when that was on. So then it's a coincidence that when you turn it on, sir, it's on. You turn it on when the sun go down. So my sister, being a judge, she looked into it. You know, she already knew who I needed to call, but I'm looking like, I don't know if that's something that I can do. When I responded to her, I was like, I don't know if that's something that I can actually do because it's just noise. And I've already called the police about the dummy upstairs. They came one time, and after that, they didn't come no more. And I'm saying that for a reason, to remind y'all and to add on to what I'm going to tell y'all what was said to me later on. So to make a long story short, they came over there. Some told me go to the bathroom. So they out there. Siren's going. So I'm looking like, what done went down? I'm still not being able to see what done went down. But like I said, it appears that something went down with the generator. So some told me to go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom. So I'm sitting in there. I'm just sitting. Didn't really have to go to the bathroom, but I was just sitting there. I don't know why. Like the Lord be telling me to go do certain things. And I just be like, what for? And then stuff gets revealed to me. So after a couple of seconds of me sitting in there, all of a sudden, I hear the voices of the people living next door. And I guess the police chief, not the police chief, the fire chief, one of the firefighters or the fire chief, somebody, the fire captain, talking to him. He asking him questions, asking him, what's the purpose of this, having the generator on and all this. And he said that he doesn't have power, but the other part that he said was muffled, but it seemed as though he was saying that he had it off because somebody was going to come to the house and do something. The fire chief or firefighter in general flat out said, well, if your power's not on, technically you're not supposed to be living in the residence. Now, where I'm from, if you ain't got nowhere to go when the power out, you get you a bag of ice to keep your food cold. If you have perishable items, that's fine. That's cool. I'm not finna never try to sit up here and tell you, oh, well, throw your food away or you need to hurry up and eat your food. Especially if you were like us and we would go to the store and have enough food to last us for like the month or most of the month. So if the power were to go out on us, if the deep freezer didn't hold long enough, we would just have, ice just to make sure. So for that situation, he gonna say, oh, well, the reason why I have it on is because I want to make sure that I keep the refrigerator going. Why this man looking in my face like this? Anyway, you be having so much audacity, Lord. I just be like, why? So anyway, I hope they don't say nothing to me when I go in here, child. So anyway, he said that, he has it going so that he can keep his refrigerator going. And so I'm saying to myself, okay, that's not making sense to me because why you only turn it on at night? Like you coincidentally just turn it on when it's actually cooler. Like it's cooler at night. So why wouldn't you have it on during the day? And when he was having it on, almost every single day that he had it on, 99% of the time when he had it on, it wasn't because, it's freezing outside. Let them have it on because the heat need to be on. It wasn't that. It actually felt good outside. It's to the point where people was outside in shorts. Like we've been having all the weather. There was only one day that I think I told y'all about where I was driving home, came home from work, my last day of work, and we was getting all the weather. Super Bowl Sunday. We was getting all the weather. They had been forecasting, they had all these forecasts talking about, it's gonna snow. So a week prior said it was gonna snow. I said to myself, it's probably gonna winter remix. I ain't really worried about it. Do what you do. So when I left out, it was raining really hard. And then when I got home, it started winter remixing a little bit. I went inside. It calmed down. It was raining. I left out later on that day because I was going to go and gonna go take the food over to my friend's house for my seafood boil for my birthday, so she could already have it, so that when she did get off work on Tuesday, which was my birthday, she would already have it to do what she needed to do. At first I was gonna send her the money, but I was like, I don't feel like she got enough time, and I don't want her to have to, go searching for stuff, like, I don't know. So I went and bought everything, and even though it was raining, like, it was raining, child, the weather did the most. So I left out to go get the food. It was okay. It was raining. Got to the first store, thinking I'm only gonna have to go to that store. She asked me to get these plates for her for something that she was gonna do. She was gonna take some plates to her people at work or whatever, because she loves to cook, but she cooks like so much that she typically has to give it away. Cool, do what you do. So she asked me to go get these plates for her. Oh, of course, the plates aren't at the store I went to. I got everything I needed for the seafood boil, but that was the only thing that wasn't there. So I went to the next store. It's freezing cold. It wasn't even raining when I first went in there. I knew it wasn't going to take me no more than 5-10 minutes, even though Super Bowl Sunday, I'm expecting everybody to be in there, and they were. That's fine. Went up in there. Everybody doing the most. And I was just like, yeah, I ain't got time for this. I was in and out within 10 minutes, but when I was leaving out, everybody was just at the door looking crazy because it was pouring down rain. And I'm like, golly, y'all, it was freezing that day. But if I'm not mistaken, they didn't even start doing all of this stuff with the generator until a day or two after that. So it wasn't even Super Bowl Sunday when they started all of this. Y'all, and if they did, it was after the game, because I went to sleep. And I finally woke up after it was over. That was terrible, because I had planned on actually being up to do nothing else. If nothing else, I was gonna at least watch the halftime show. So I woke up like, dang. I woke up like an hour or two after it was over with. It was a wrap. Anyway, y'all. So I said all that to say this. What are you doing? See, this is why. Ooh, now I'm kind of sad that I didn't go and get my gas first, because these people be acting real ignorant. Real ignorant. Line long. Why is everybody out today on a Friday? Y'all ain't got to be at work. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm not used to stuff like this. Like, if it's not a holiday, I'm not used to people just being off and loading these stores and gas stations and stuff down. Like, this is not a holiday. Like, today ain't a holiday. What's today? Today ain't a holiday. What's the May? Wait a minute. It's February. Today ain't no holiday, is it? It's today. Because somebody sent me something talking about it was a holiday or a holiday was coming up. But anyway, y'all. It's just a mess. And so he actually told the truth. They asked him, how long have you been running this generator? He said, oh, for like the last 4 or 5 days. I'm like, yeah, at least you told the truth then. He had to tell him that if you're going to run it, you need to, like, slowly turn it off so it don't just choke out. Because a lot of times, he legit would just let it run out, and it started choking out real, real bad because he letting the gas run all the way out and just keeping it on. And it's still loud in the process of choking out and everything. I'm just like, Lord, like, if it's a day that I actually got to go in to work early, I'm not going to get no sleep if I try to go to sleep in the bed. Because he going to turn it, it's going to be turning off later. I mean, like, depending on what time it was. And then it's still going to wake me up out of my sleep, because he's going to still turn it on, like, right when the sun go down. And y'all know the sun go down earlier. Y'all, I'm just so sick and tired. To me, stuff is common sense to me. You know you live in close quarters. You live in close quarters. Why would you sit up here and have this loud crap going? Why is it not common sense to you to get a bag of ice and put it in a cooler or put it wherever and put your food on it? I don't understand. I'm so confused. I don't understand. When I tell y'all I don't understand, this is so foreign to me, because whenever we've had outages, first of all, there have been times that we've had outages and it had to be like completely lights out, the grid is out, all of this, for us to pull out the generator. Second of all, the fact that if we even did pull out a generator, we're not up on nobody. We ain't in close proximity to nobody. So it's not like we disturbing nobody's peace. We have relatives that live all around us. But if we turn the generator on, which was going to be a gas generator as well, it wasn't disturbing nobody. Even as quiet as it would be, because there is no electricity going on, because the grid is out, it's still not disturbing nobody. Y'all, I promise y'all, I'm just like, why is this not common sense to nobody else? And again, like I said, I mean, the only time we've had to pull ours out like that is when it's been like super duper cold. Usually we already had gas. We have natural gas, and we had a fireplace. So there really was no need for us to really have to do all of that. Just make sure the perishable goods were fine, and that was it. Like, we were prepared for all that other stuff. Like, I guess because of where we live, we were prepared because we have a gas top stove top that my daddy could pull out at any time, because we always anticipate the possibility of the electricity going out, because hurricanes and things pop off, tornadoes pop off, bad weather pop off, and it'll cut the electricity out. It'll cut the electricity off, all this other stuff. So it's normalcy for us to know that at any time we could be without power. So for us to be prepared, there have been times that we've had water and stuff like stored up and all that stuff in little various areas. Like, we just already knew to be prepared for that. But it's not common sense to a lot of people around here that this is not what you do. Like, you don't disturb everybody else's peace because you want to have, supposedly, you want to have your refrigerator going. Now, this is what happened, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all this, then I'm going to let y'all go. So, I've been calling the city, been leaving messages, but I have not been leaving my name. So, I told them that I wanted to remain anonymous, whatever. So, one day, I initially called, left a message, and I said, nope, I want to talk to a live person as soon as they open, which is at 8:30. Got on the phone at 8:30, called somebody and told them that I left a message the other day, let them know that this is going on. Don't nobody have time for you disturbing my peace. Like, I should be able to go to sleep and not have to have this loud gas generator that ain't even supposed to be running over here pop on when the sun go down. Like, what's really going on with that? Seems mysterious to me. Seems like something illegal might be going on. What's going on here? How you all of a sudden turn it on when it's time for the sun to go down? That don't make no sense. And I'm confused because you've never done this before. I've been living here at least 5 years and you've never done this before. So what's the deal now? So either you're telling the truth days later when you have said to the person that works at the fire department that your power is off for whatever reason, you waiting on somebody to come or whatever, I don't know, child, or you got some illegal activities going on, I don't know. So anyway, they told me that the person who was going to check the messages were going to check them. They were still checking them, so they hadn't gotten my message, but they wanted to know what the nature of my call was. I told them what it was. They took my information down, said they were going to do a report. I said, all right. They said they were going to send somebody out here to check it out and all of that. It got to a point where I was calling every day. Because I told my sister, I was like, they still turning it on. So she was like, look, you have to act like certain people. I ain't going to say what she said, but she said, you got to act like certain people. And sometimes, depending on what it is, if they want to keep on acting like they ain't heard you the first time, you're going to have to switch your voice up, get you some fake numbers, and call and act like you all these different people. And I'm just like, that's just too much. It's too much. I shouldn't have to do any of this. To me, it's common sense that you like, when I tell y'all, only a small, like, walkway separates my building from their house. And they have this crap hooked up. And I'm just like, somehow it ain't registering in your mind that you disturbing folks. You ain't no way you don't see how loud that is. You ain't got no electricity, so you say, pump it through the house. So that means you should be able to know that before that come on, it's complete and utter quietness going on in the house. I just don't understand. Stuff that's common sense to me ain't common sense to a lot of these Virginians, and I just don't get it. Like, I really don't. And when I tell you, like, I used to not save the Virginians and all this. Like, I stand on it now because my mama stay reading. She be like, what is wrong with them Virginians? I'm like, Mom, why are you doing this? I'm like, oh, no. So, it's just a mess. God, there's a lot of people over there. But, yeah, y'all. world she got going on? But yeah. So on my birthday, I received a phone call because my number came up. And they were like, hi, this is blah, blah from the city calling you, da-da-da-da-da, following up on everything, just letting you know that we're sending someone out there. And, you know, I can't really give you a time or a day when it's going to really happen, because if we send somebody out there and they're not there, there's a chance they might not be there. So we might have to come back a couple of times, but we are going to definitely send somebody out there. Tell me why she said, y'all don't even understand the facial expression I made. She gonna say to me, if the situation is still happening, that I still have the option of calling the non-emergency number to talk to the police to get them to come out there. Y'all already know the foolishness that I've endured with that, which was nothing. When that dumb person above me, because I was about to say something else, it wasn't going to be a cuss word or nothing, but yeah, the dummy that lives above me who does not govern her children the way that she should, how she sits up there and y'all... I had recorded some things. I'm just like, I'm pretty sure y'all tired of hearing it. Like, it really sounds like somebody is standing there saying 1, 2, 3, stomp, and go stomping, galloping throughout the apartment complex. I'm just like today. Today is a beautiful day. Like right now, if she were to take them outside right now, it would be awesome. It's not raining right now. Like right now, what I got on right now is just because I really like this shirt. I have 3. I have one that's like, this is mainly pink. The other one is mainly green. And the other one that I have, in addition to those 2, is mainly blue. But like, it has all the same colors. Instead of pink is blue. Instead of blue is green. Yeah. So anyway, camouflage. I love stuff like this. I hadn't worn this in a good little while, so I was like, let me throw it on and go up here and waste my time going to work to see what it's hitting for. So yeah, y'all. I want to tell her so bad. I want to tell her woman so bad, ma'am, that's a waste of your breath even telling me that. Because I done called them folks. The second time I ended up calling them, because it was going to definitely be a, oh my goodness, let me call these people every day, several times a day type of situation, because it got worse. They ignored me and never came back out. So I stopped wasting my time. And I just keep getting more and more sleep deprived. That's why I'm looking worse than I normally look, because I don't get sleep like that. I have to get it when I can. Golly, why is everybody out here like this? Y'all, I really am in disbelief. You would think it's a holiday. Like, why is everybody loading up? Child, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Like, everybody be scared to go to certain pumps. And I'm like, y'all do know they have the extenders. What is going on here? Y'all could be dumb if y'all want to be 15 people deep in one line for no reason. I'm going to go right here, Wayne, but 1 or 2 of us here. Or I'm going to be the only one there. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get me something to eat. It's going to take them about 10, 15 minutes to cook it, I guess. But it's so good. I'm going to go get this and get on up out of her. Go get me some gas. I ain't going to leave no more until like Sunday when I go wash my clothes, because I'm not washing nothing until it's almost time to go to work. What in the world? Y'all trying to wreck out to get gas, child. I ain't got time for it. Let me go ahead and get this food, y'all. But I try to keep y'all updated. Y'all, I'm so tired. Like, I basically been getting my sleep by just falling asleep at will and waking up like, oh my gosh, where am I? Like, I'm watching TV shows, and then when I get tired, like, if I don't pause it, I just fall asleep, and then when I wake up, I rewind it to where I remember I last was and start watching again. Like, there's no sleep schedule. I ain't been able to really get nothing done that I wanted to get done while I was off, outside of my hair. Like, child, still got to dip the ends if I decide to do that. But anyway, y'all, let me go. Y'all have an amazing day. Wonderful weekend and all that good stuff. Y'all take care, and I will see y'all later on. Have a good one. Bye-bye.